Good question, good answer. 1. What is Buddhism? Question. What is Buddhism? Answer. The name Buddhism comes from the word budhi, which means to wake up, and thus Buddhism can be said to be the philosophy of awakening. This philosophy has its origins in the experience of the man Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, who was himself awakened at the age of 35. Buddhism is now more than 2,500 years old and has about 380 million followers worldwide. Until 100 years ago, Buddhism was mainly an Asian philosophy, but increasingly it is gaining adherents in Europe, Australia, and the Americas. Question. So Buddhism is just a philosophy? Answer. The word philosophy comes from two words, philo, which means love, and sophia, which means wisdom. So philosophy is the love of wisdom, or love and wisdom. Both meanings describe Buddhism perfectly. Buddhism teaches that we should try to develop our intellectual ability to the fullest so that we can understand clearly. It also teaches us to develop love and kindness so that we can be like a true friend to all beings. So Buddhism is a philosophy, but not just a philosophy. It is the supreme philosophy. Question. Who was the Buddha? Answer. In the year 563 BC, a baby was born into a royal family in northern India. He grew up in wealth and luxury, but eventually found that worldly comforts and security do not guarantee happiness. He was deeply moved by the suffering he saw all around and resolved to find the key to human happiness. When he was 29, he left his wife and child and set off to sit at the feet of the great religious teachers of the day and to learn from them. They taught him much, but none really knew the cause of human suffering and how it could be overcome. Eventually, after 6 years' study, struggle, and meditation, he had an experience in which all ignorance fell away, and he suddenly understood. From that day onwards, he was called the Buddha, the Awakened. 1. He lived for another 45 years, during which time he traveled all over northern India, teaching others what he had discovered. His compassion and patience were legendary, and he had thousands of followers. In his 80th year, old and sick, but still dignified and serene, he finally died. Question. If he was only called Buddha after he had this profound realization, what was his name before that? Answer. The Buddha's family or clan name was Gautama, which means best cow, cattle being objects of wealth and prestige at that time. His given name was Siddhartha, which means attaining his goal, the kind of name one would expect a ruler to give his son.